massive remains. So, this thing from the past protected us all?
Ifri worked hard to create it with the primeval spell back then. But I could only do it that one time.
Ifri must have been so powerful then.
Of course. Hey! Ifri has always been powerful! Well, I did use a shard from your mask as its core component. Anyways, I should be the only one in the entirety of Endgarden that can cast such a spell.
the Geo-Goliath scions?
Wow, looks like we stumbled right into the lion's den.
Humans are all feral. Don't talk to me.
Wow, it's you! It's been a long time, Big Cat.
That aura.
What? You don't remember Ifri? Big Cat, what are you guys doing here?
Master Ifri, you know, God once graced our kind with rich knowledge and the power to build and repair all manner of God's sacred relics. However, such power was coveted by the greedy humans. They tricked our princess into traveling to their holy grounds and trapped her there, extracting God's knowledge from her.
Ifri knows. That's also one of the reasons why the Goliaths waged war against the humans. But you haven't found her after all this time? Could it be?
All Goliaths were born in the molten sanctum. After the princess went missing, however, no new Goliaths of Geo have been born, so she must still be alive.
Any clues to guide Ifri?
We searched everywhere, but learned nothing new. That's why we returned to the humans' holy grounds again. After all, that's where the princess went missing after the raising. Master Ifri, if you happen to visit the Gate of Geo, could you do me the favor of handing over this letter to a meowling named Roke?
Kitten paw codes again? You kittens are always so cautious. Well, I'll be on my way now. I'll look out for the princess for you.
Thank you.
Ifri, you seem to know that big meowling pretty well.
Of course! Ifri is quite popular.
You were talking about a princess captured by humans.
It's the Goliath of Geo. These kittens prefer to use that name. You don't need to feel responsible, Ree. Only some vile humans are guilty of this deed.
We're here! I was expecting to wait until the sun and stars aligned, or to use the magic pocket watch that intervenes with time, but we only needed to wear the rings of sun and moon. I always knew that there was more to these rings than just their beautiful craftsmanship. That was clever. Did the hermit design it himself? Yeah, and we must thank that mage for allowing us to investigate the archive. Brenda, look! The mark on the shard is the same one from the legend. Once we discern the meanings of its signs, we'll be one step closer to the hermit's secret.
Looks like you found something.
Renee and Ifri! Thank you so much! That clue is indeed hidden in the big clock at the center of the archive.
Wow, you remembered our names, even though you won't bother waiting for us to finish a thought.
Yeah, Karsa Brenda returns every favor. Please, accept this. Give this gold coin to the sleeping fairy in the Cave of Lure, and she'll exchange it for treasure. See you then. We'll be on our way to follow the next clue. I've seen the waves of the reversed waters. Where could it be?
A gold coin?
Huh. Never thought he'd be this generous.
White-haired human adventurer. We meet again.
You again? God, are you still unconvinced even after having all those feathers plucked?
No. I'm sorry. It was me. A nightmare shook me.
Huh? You expect us to believe your reason for attacking us is that you had a nightmare?
Yes, I thought I was a part of Atmos's nightmare. I also heard her voice. She told me that her nightmare originates from the human invasion of the Sky Palace.
As far as I know, many years have passed since the humans invaded the Sky Palace.
Atmos's nightmare? What else did she say?
She said that humans are once again coveting the power of the Sky Palace. She is trapped in her dream, and I am the only one that can protect and save her. With the last of her power, she has created a magic circle to protect this place. And I must maintain it.
What connects this to your attacks on people everywhere?
Atmos has asked me to capture evil humans and use their souls to refuel the magic circle. She also said that if enough humans are captured, it will free her from her nightmare.
Stupid bird! How can you believe such gobbledygook?
Yes, it was all a lie. I've been deceived. I was following some clues about the nightmare, but the trail went cold here.
Don't let your nightmares pull the wool over your eyes again. Next time, Ifri won't show mercy.
I'm sorry.
Well, the nightmares led you to the bottom of the well. But since you seem sincere, we'll accept your apology. to him.
Owl stands before you, little one.
What? You are Owl? Well, you don't look like an owl. That's for certain.
Stop it, Ifri. Mr. Owl, this letter is for you. It's from Madame Eros, my teacher.
So it's you two. I see. Tangential, but have you tried absorbing memory shards yet?
Not yet. Madame said that it was perilous to do so.
Very wise. The consequence from merging memories can be quite unpredictable, not to mention that it may harm your soul rather than protect it. Place all your shards into this orb, and I shall begin the ritual once you're fully prepared.
I'm ready. Let the ritual of the soul resonance barrier begin.
One shard? The barrier will protect you much more potently if you can find more. Shall I begin the ritual then?
Yes, please.
Renee, feel the resonance of thee in thy heart. Beareth thy soul, lighteth thy way, bond thy fate. Thus ye shall find harmony in each other's presence.
Amazing. I can feel the shards reaching out to us as well.
It'll be a while before the souls are resonated. Don't wander too far. She perfectly hid her presence and waited till this very moment to reveal herself.
Renee! Her soul was corrupted. How?
She interrupted the ritual while Renee's soul was completely vulnerable, which caused the ritual to backfire and allowed her to sneak inside.
I can barely feel my link with Renee!
You take good care out here. I'm going in right now.
Renee! Renee! Wake up! Renee!
Stop it! She's fine. She's sleeping for the moment.
She survived such a debilitating strike. How can you be so certain that Renee is fine?
All thanks to Ifri and his great power, the souling spell. If I'm doing fine over here, then she must be fine too.
Soul Link spell? How come?
Renee! Renee! Wake up! Renee!
Calm yourself, little one. She's fine. She's just unconscious for the moment.
She barely survived that last attack. How can you be so certain that Renee is fine?
With the interruption of the ritual, it is expected for her to be rendered unconscious for a while from the backlash. As for the curse, I've already lifted it myself. No need to concern yourself further.
I know! I'm just upset! Leave me be!
How did you know she was fine then?
Because of course I know! Our souls have been linked throughout this event! Ah! She's awake! Bree! Finally!
What happened to me?
Someone destroyed the cradle and interrupted the ritual, using the backlash to sneak into your soul in an attempt to corrupt it.
Don't you worry though! You were saved by the stupendous Ifri once again! Plus a smidgen of aid from Owl.
Thanks, Ifri. Thank you, Mr. Owl.
An invader that uses the marionette curse. Lady Eros was right to worry about this. Seems someone is indeed after you.
Well, what are we waiting for then? We need to finish this ritual before anything else happens.
Indeed, else we run the risk of another accident at any point. However, the cradle, which acts as the spell's pivot, is cracked.
Must we rely on the cradle to begin the ritual?
Only by God's power can we safely tune the resonance of souls. Though known to few, the cradle was the instrument once used by God to create life. However, this is not the only cradle. Deep under the earth lay God's hall, the first cradle, where she created life for the very first time. It should be nigh impossible to break the first cradle, so there's no other place for you to continue the ritual. Little one, come over here. I've got a job for you.
You won't get work out of me if you speak to Ifri in that way.
Stop it. You need to learn the Soul Resonance Barrier spell for Renee. I can't leave the Grand Archives, so you must host the ritual at God's Hall.
Acceptable.
Any questions, little one?
That's all? Like it would be difficult for Ifri.
If you are well prepared, then move along. Henceforth, you must rely upon yourselves.
With Ifri here, worry should be the furthest from your minds.
Thank you, Mr. Owl.
Winds deep.
I'd never expect we'd be led to the Gods Hall from the Hall of the Institute of Consciousness.
The Gods Hall? Wow. Still can't believe you guys gave this place a name like that.
It said that this was where God created and garden.
What they said was all true. This was indeed the place where Luca created life for the first time, as well as where she flooded the whole of Endgarden with a great and terrible flood. or more elegant than what we spied up there. It seems like humans were copycats, mimicking a lot from those kittens.
These facilities. And garden raised, what are they studying?
Nothing good to be sure.
Do you hear any sound? I feel like this tablet here is talking to me?
Not bad, Ree. Very few can sense the message the tablet carries. It seems like some of Luca's inspirations for Engarden originated from the mysterious messages on the tablet as well.
The giant statue over there seems like some kind of altar, but we can't reach it from here.
The center of the cradle should be there.
tunnel on this side looks much more ancient.
It was born of toil from humans long gone, dug right out of the cave wall. Look how shabby the bridges over here are. I can sense the order of primeval life. The first cradle must be down here.
It's you again. Would you do me a favor if you have the time? You two may be precisely who I need to aid me in devising my unique spell.
What makes your spell so unique? Ifri just learned one.
Well, this spell is much more powerful than what you just learned. I can tell you more if you accept the offer.
You saved our lives, and we have no reason to turn it down.
Good. You are indeed the people I need. Come and see me when you're ready. Renee, have you made up your mind?
I'm willing to help. Please tell me what happened.
When the raising befell us, I was reading in the Grand Archives. My power was lacking, and I could not deflect its direct impact. I could only link my soul to the 3 powerful hallows in the archives, and bound my soul in their field with 3 chains. I've thus survived without being swept into the Sea of Souls by the flood that cooled the land after the raising. However, though I managed to survive, I was also bound forevermore inside the field and the archives by these hallows.
I can't believe he locked his soul in here with 3 so-called hallows. Humans really do crazy things to stay alive.
Nonetheless, he succeeded and survived the raising all on his own.
I don't hate this place. There's a sea of books, and it would take an eternity to read them all. And yet, no one wishes to remain a prisoner forever. Thus, I've been looking for someone to help me ever since. But after so many years, there have been none to help me in my plight.
Those others were too weak after all. Guess only the great Ifri and Ree can manage it.
Does it mean you want us to help you break these 3 seals?
Clever, aren't you? Generally, powerful hallows are connected to the soul realm, and you will find the seals there. As such, you will need to learn my soul field invading spell. This spell can be used not only to connect to and enter the soul realm, but also to invade the soul fields of others.
Soul field invading spell? Interesting. With that, would Ifri be able to enter other soul fields and do as Ifri pleases? Wait. Why would you need our help if you actually know how to use the spell yourself?
'Tis the price of my survival. The Sea of Souls was meant to exist only in the soul realm. Thus, the force it poured into our realm when the raising befell us was transformed into a raging flood that washed over holy grounds. Most beings could not resist such a terrible sundering. This powerful force could not be sustained for long in the mortal realm. Eventually, the flood receded, carrying the remaining people with it. Their souls were not destined to survive in that realm. I linked myself to the Hallows and exploited their power to resist the first impact. Then those 3 chains secured my soul against the second. The Soul Link did protect me, but it also bound me to this place. I've lost the ability to access the Soul Realm after that, and thus cannot break the seal alone.
That's why you will need us to help unseal you then. But can I really master such a powerful spell?
The soul field invading spell is truly beyond the reach of mere mortals. But you are special, young lady. The soul link between you and your companion, it helps stabilize your souls. Furthermore, you carry a strong aura of the Sea of Souls. It must have been caused by multiple deaths and rebuilds in a short period of time. Those experiences shall grant you a better understanding of the nature of souls, which makes it easier for you to learn soul spells. Besides, you are able to understand and use the Afterimage. You couldn't be more suitable. So many unique talents have you. To be honest, if it weren't for Eros, I would have made you my apprentice. Do you know about soul spells? Their elegance and profoundness are far beyond simple elemental magic.
Hey! What do you mean by simple elemental magic? Watch your tongue or Ifri will burn your feathers to ashes!
Thank you very much. What must I do to learn this spell?
Your talent is unique, but alas, it cannot summon the spell directly as I do. You may need the power of an artifact, one that I can make for you. As with Afterimage, you can use this artifact to temporarily perform spells, but it requires some materials to create it. Yes, he must have some in his inventory. Take this. Go to the town of the Exiled and find an antique dealer named Stanley. Tell him the owl hungers. He'll take care of the rest. After all these years on the loose, he should be willing to offer a little help.
Go to the antique dealer in the town of the Exiled. I see.
Seems that your mind works faster than your little companion. Well, I shall return to my books. Come see me when you're ready.
Welcome to my shop. What would you like to buy today? Welcome to my shop. What would you like to buy today?
The owl hungers.
I've not heard that since. I can't believe that oddity really found an opportunity after all these years.
Now that you know what's going on, give the items to us.
Here, this was certainly the hardest to find. I've taken great pains working on it, only waiting for... Anyways, it is quite expensive, dear customers. Have you got enough money on your person?
What? You mean we have to pay for this? It's Levine who needs your help, not us. And the list is 4 items long. Where's the other 3?
Help, you say? I never do anything gratis. It's just business.
But Levine said we could leave it all to you.
It takes some risk to acquire the materials you want. However, as you can see, I'm not but a feeble merchant with nary a lick of strength. For this one, I've already paid a heavy price. Alas, after the raising, Engarden became far more dangerous than it had been for many years. I had not expected such a change, and strength had never chosen me. Well, I'm not really interested in fighting anyways.
So you're Craven. Fine, just tell us where the rest of the materials are, and we'll get them ourselves.
I do appreciate your understanding.
Thank you for your help.
Have you found the ancient spiritual meat? Or do you wish to try my other dishes?
You mean this meat? I found some.
And Garden be praised! It's just like the rumors say! It will surely make a delicious meal. Come, sit, and I'll cook you the heroic grill right now. The grill is ready. But what meal lacks good wine? I need some more ingredients for the wine.
See you then. Please watch over yourself.
Have you found the marble flowers yet? Or do you wish to try my other dishes first?
Are these marble flowers? Can you really make a dish from such simple ingredients?
Yes, soon you'll see. The marble flowers won't let you down. Boiled marble flowers are more than a hearty ingredient, they also cool you. I'd give it a 5 stars. Big sis, can you make more tasty dishes for Ifri? Ifri, surely you're a gourmand in the making. Saying a dish cools you is my own special phrase. I do have another unique dish. If you wish to try it, I'll need you to find 2 more ingredients: sky snails and clear flakes. What? Why are you asking us to find weird fishy things? Couldn't it just be more flowers that cool you off? Red flowers, purple flowers, green flowers?
Ifri, you are quite the fussy eater.
Ifri isn't fussy. Ifri is normal. Why do all conjurers like to cook salty, stinky fish? Clear flakes look plain, but they are quite nutritious. And don't mind their strange appearance. Sky snails are delicious. The best way to cook them is to gently simmer them for ages. They gain more flavor the longer they simmer. Here comes my favorite dish, golden mushroom soup. This is the recipe for it. Thank you again for inconveniencing yourselves to find ingredients for me. I've learned from my travels that you can't cook good dishes without patience. I'll head back to town now. Feel free to visit if you want to have something else.
Thank you. I'm fine.
Have you found ocean slugs yet? Or do you wish to try my other dishes?
This is it. I've never seen ocean slugs that huge.
It is wonderful to have such competent help. Leave them to me now. All but the ocean slugs have been prepared. Challenging though it may be, please temper your excitement until my scrumptious ocean slug salad blossoms on your taste buds.
I'll leave Ree to it. Ifri shall give that disgusting dish a wide berth.
The delicious ocean slug salad turned out to be a success. I'm working on a pair of dishes that require two kinds of seafood, floppy ears and the legendary Emperor's Bug. I have long tried to find these two kind of ingredients, but alas, they have yet to grace my pantry. Please, assist me. Dried floppy ears can be found from a rabbit-like creature near the Silent Coast. Emperor's bugs can be found in ancient recipes. Whispers say that they like to hitch a ride on aquatic life.
No problem.
Yes, problem! Ree, why do we keep looking for these fishy ingredients?
But seafood is delicious. All of these new and fantastical dishes, I yearn to try them all.
How can you disagree with Ifri so much? Soul Link can be quite troublesome.
It most certainly is the dried floppy ears. Pair this tender meat with shellfish flesh, and they give birth to a wondrous dish. I'll show you right now.
How can great meat make a good dish if you put fishy shells in it? Ifri thinks you are a charlatan.
Thank you so much. I'll now head back to town. Before I leave, would you like something else?
Thank you. I'm full enough to burst.
I've been gone for too long. I barely recognize the town. Old friends, you are welcome anytime. I just finished making my signature dish. Would you like to try some?
I can still taste it.
I miss the leisurely nature of the town quite strongly. Ah, it's you! Welcome to our town. Would you like me to cook for you?
Seafood! Ifri's nightmare! Ocean slugs? Ugh, jeez. Ifri hates that fishy smell.
Ah, it's you! What, enjoyed my meal so much that you want more?
Let's see what you got.
Hey, Kitten! We've arrived!
Ow! It's you!
We talked to that big cat, and he wanted us to give you this.
A letter from the Elder. Looks like they found something new again. Ow! Thank you. Ow!
Bree, is something on your mind?
Nothing to worry about.
I know there must be something going on. Is it because the kitten's gift wasn't good enough for you?
Not at all, Ifri. I just think Roke is so fluffy and cute, and I can barely stop myself from squeezing him in a big hug.
better fight! Strong enemies are coming for our glyphs!
Ifri, that sound came from the glyph we just found.
What?
you so seriously injured?
Just a scratch.
Pay it no heed.
This injury is life-threatening. Whoever hurt you must have wanted to kill you.
Speak not. She must be an imposter.
Lower your voice and let us heal you.
No. I need to return to Master. I must...
She seems to have passed out. I'll stem the bleeding.
I hope she remains still when she wakes up.
I will find you again, Master.
human managed to escape, you won't make it any further!
Escape? An entire village slaughtered. Are you responsible for this?
Prepare to die! A mere human!
Why would you do something like this?
You have the aura we possess. How could you so easily forget your hatred for humans?
But the war is long over.
Over? You humans who drew your blades first! We did nothing but follow our duty granted by God to keep the order in Engarden. Yet not only did you refuse to repent, you even slew our Goliath with a despicable plot! Mayhaps God has punished you, but that does not deem it over!
Our God-given duty is to protect Engarden, to stop those who violate its order. It was never our duty to continue the war or even carry out a massacre born of hatred!
As the newborn Goliaths say, the best way to preserve Engarden is to rid it of the vile and greedy humans.
The newborn Goliaths? How come? Wait, do you know who I am?
You too have the aura we possess. Yet you dare keep company with a human.
We've hit him too hard? Well, when his soul returns to the Well of Pyro, those behind it will know that someone has invaded their territory.
I've been pondering on it lately. How do you know so much about this, Ifri?
Well, it's because your memories have faded, of course. When I get the chance, I'll explain everything to you. For now, we'd better get moving.
What was he saying about the war not being over? It's been a long time since we clashed with the Goliaths.
What a bunch of fools! How can they forget the orders they had been given? Well, mercy won't work here. Go ring their bells. That should clear their heads a bit. But best not to harm their souls.
I've never seen you so angry, Ifri.